Combination Test, CDL, Class A with Korean translation. After coupling, should there be any space between the lower and upper fifth wheel? No, no space. Compared with a regular 5-axle tractor-trailer, the final trailer of a triple has the chances of rolling over 3.5 times. After uncoupling the trailer, where should you put the tractor after you inspect the landing gear? With the tractor frame under the trailer. Before backing under a trailer while coupling, make sure that the air pressure is to ensure you'll be able to brake safely. At normal pressure. At pressure range does the trailer supply knob will pop out. 20 to 45 psi's. During the inspection, if the rear trailer is securely coupled to the front trailer, the landing gear should be slightly raised. After connected the air line, but before backing under the trailer, you should supply air to the trailer system and then pull out the air supply knob. Before 1975, semi-trailers are equipped with air brakes that often do not have spring brakes. During the uncoupling process, when you disconnect the electrical cable, you should also hang it with the plugs down. After coupled the trailer, you should start to raise the landing gear by using low gear. Generally speaking, the higher the truck's center of gravity, the easier it is to turn over. A tractor with a trailer requires the shortest amount of stopping distance, fully loaded. Before inspecting the trailer supports of the landing gear, secure the tractor by applying the parking brake and placing the transmission in neutral. You have things to inspect in a combination vehicle when compared to a straight truck or bus. More. During the walk-around inspection, you need to make sure the electrical and air lines are secure but with enough slack for turns. During the walk-around inspection, which of the following are part of inspecting the sliding fifth wheel? Checking that the sliding fifth wheel is properly greased. If the sliding fifth wheel is air-powered, check that there are no air leaks. Make sure that the sliding fifth wheel is not too far forward. After coupling, how much space should you leave between the upper and lower fifth wheel? None. Combination vehicle air lines are often colored to keep them from mixing up. The emergency line is, and the service line is, red and blue. During a walk-around inspection of a combination vehicle, what should you check? The kingpin is not damaged. The landing gear is fully raised. All locking pins are present and locked in place. A blank trailer is most likely to jackknife. Empty. Even before anti-lock brake system ABS were required, some vehicles already had them. How can you check if your vehicle has ABS? Look under the vehicle for the ECU and wheel speed sensors wires coming from the back of the brakes. After locking the kingpin into the fifth wheel, how do you check the connection? Pull the tractor ahead gently with the trailer brakes locked. After supplying air to the trailer, how to check if the air lines are not crossed and the trailer brakes are working? Applying and releasing the trailer brakes and listening for brake sounds. Before backing under a trailer, make sure that the trailer brakes are locked. Anti-lock brake system is useful whether it is on the tractor or the trailer. If the trailer has anti-lock brakes, but the tractor doesn't, the trailer is less likely to swing out. If the trailer is equipped with springs, brakes, when should you use chokes to park it? Always. If the vehicle's stuck on a railroad track, what should you do? Get away from your vehicle and call 911 or the post emergency number. If air does not flow all the way to the back, what will happen? Your brakes will not work properly. How can you tell if the tractor protection valve test is successful? The tractor protection valve controls, trailer air supply controls, will pop out or go from normal to emergency. How do you make sure that the air lines are not crossed after coupling? Adjust the air supply knob to send air to the trailer brakes. Turn off the engine once the air pressure normalizes, then listen for the sounds of escaping air as the brakes are released. In order to complete coupling, the safety latch for the fifth wheel lock lever must be over the lock lever. How do you test if the tractor semi-trailer connection was secured? Pull gently forward in low gear against the locked trailer brakes. Then look at it carefully. Glide hands are used to connect the service and emergency air lines from the truck or tractor to the trailer. How do you use the trailer air supply control and what does it do? By pushing it in, you supply the trailer with air. If the brakes is not released after you push the trailer air supply valve, you should check the air line connections. If you try to back your vehicle on a curved path, you should back towards the driver's side because you can see better. Watch the vehicle's rear from the side window. How How do you supply air to the trailer tanks? Push in the trailer air supply control. If you are trying to couple when the trailer is too high, could happen. It might not couple correctly. In a collision, a fully loaded truck has a rollover rate that is more than of the empty truck, 10 times. In what year are the trucks required to have anti-lock brake systems, ABS? 1998. If you use the trailer hand valve while driving, you might make the trailer skid. How do you tell if your trailer has started to skid? See it in your mirrors. Low-slung vehicles are risky at railroad crossings because they are more likely to get stuck on raised railroad crossings. How do you confirm that the air is going to all brakes in the trailer? Open the emergency line, shut-off valve, and then the service line valve at the rear of the last trailer, and listen for air escaping each time. On a double or triple vehicle, which wheel has the higher chance of off-tracking? The rear wheels of the last trailer. It is recommended that you use chokes when parking a trailer without spring brakes because if the air supply leaks, there will be no brakes. If you skip doing the final air brake check for air leaks and not fixing them before driving, you could lose your brakes while driving. If coupled with a semi-trailer, where do you put the front trailer support before driving? Fully raised with crank handle secured in its brackets. The percentage of a truck driver's deaths in crashes from the result of truck rollovers is more than 50%. The tractor protection valve will close and the trailer brakes will come on when the brake line has a major leak. Emergency. What is the best method to test the trailer service brakes? Pull forward very slowly, then apply the trailer brakes with your hand control. What does it mean off-tracking? How the rear wheel follows a different path from the front wheels in a turn. To stop a trailer from skidding, you should release the brakes. What does it mean when the fifth wheel locking lever is not locked after the jaws close around the kingpin? The coupling is not right and should be fixed before you drive the coupled unit. What is the function of connecting the glide hands to a vehicle equipped with dead ends or dummy couplers? It will keep dirt and water out of the lines. The front trailer supports are up and the trailer is resting on the tractor. Make sure that there is enough clearance between the tractor frame and the landing gear. What is the purpose of the service line, control line, signal line? Carrying air to a relay valve that allows the trailer brakes to be applied quickly. To prevent a rollover, drivers should keep the cargo as close to the ground as possible and Go slowly around turns. To control the air in the service line, you can use both handbrake and the foot brakes. To prevent a rollover, the cargo should spread evenly across the rig and as low as possible. What is a tractor jackknife? When you lock the driver tires on the tractor and the tractor spins out sideways as the trailer continues to push forward. To test the trailer air brakes, when coupling a tractor semi-trailer, you should place the tractor protection valve control in what position? Normal. To straighten out a jackknife trailer, do you need to apply the trailer handbrakes? No, because the brakes on the trailer wheels cause the skid to begin with. To unlock the fifth wheel, you need to pull the release handle to the position. Open. Trucks built after 1975 usually have spring brakes. What is the emergency airline? Airlines that control emergency brakes on combination vehicles. What is the proper following distance for a 90-foot combination vehicle traveling 50 miles per hour? 10 seconds. What could happen if the crack the whip effect occurred? Trailer overturning. The tractor protection valve on most tractors will close automatically when the air pressure falls between 20 to 45 psi's. To test the tractor protection valve, change the trailer air brake system to turn off the engine and step on and off the brake pedal several times. To back up a trailer, what should you do? Use your mirrors on both sides. Back up slowly. Check your path carefully by walking around your vehicle. When coupling, what is the proper position of the fifth wheel? Tied down towards the rear of the tractor. What is the purpose of greasing the fifth wheel's plate? To prevent steering problems. What is the recommended following distance for a 60-foot vehicle traveling at 30 miles per hour? 6 seconds. When testing the tractor protection valve, the red air supply control knob should be in what position? Emergency. When backing up a tractor under a trailer, it is expected that the trailer will be lifted slightly when the tractor backs under it. What the trailer air supply control does. It is used to supply trailer with air. Shut the air off and apply the trailer emergency brakes. When backing along a crooked path, which side should you back towards? Driver side. When getting ready to back up under the semi-trailer, you should line up directly in front of the trailer. When there is a major leak in the service line, you can apply the brakes. Service air pressure will escape and cause the trailer emergency brakes to come on. When trying to park a vehicle that does not have spring brakes, you should use wheels chokes. to keep the trailer from moving. What should you do to uncouple a loaded trailer after the landing gear made contact the ground? Turn the crank a few more times to lift some weight off the tractor. When backing up a trailer, which of the following should you not do? Braking quickly if the path is straight. When pulling doubles or triples, the shutoff valve should always be, except on, open, the last trailer. What should you do before starting uncoupling? Make sure the ground is solid and can support the weight of the trailer. When should you use the hand valve to brake a combination vehicle? Never. When a vehicle is carrying a load at night, which extends 4 feet or more beyond the rear of the body, there must be, at the extreme end of the load, red lights. What is the proper way for you to make a turn without entering another traffic lane? You should turn wide as you complete the turn. When coupling a tractor semi-trailer, what should you do first? Inspect the fifth wheel. When coupling a tractor semi-trailer, which of the following is part of inspecting the fifth wheel? Checking that the fifth wheel plate is properly greased. Checking for missing or damaged parts. Checking that the fifth wheel is properly positioned for coupling. When trying to connect the glide hands, you need to press the two seals together with the couplers. At what angle to each other? 90 degrees. When driving in good conditions, you should leave at least 1 second of space between your vehicle and the vehicles ahead for every feet of your vehicle's length. 10. When checking the lower fifth wheel, you do have to make sure that it is properly greased, that there are no missing parts, that you cannot see any space between the upper and lower fifth wheels. What license do you need to have to drive a triple combination vehicle? A CDL with a double triple T endorsement. What is the purpose of the emergency air line? To engage the trailer brakes in case of air pressure loss. When driving a combination vehicle and your trailer breaks away and pulls apart both air lines, the trailer brakes will come on and the tractor protection valve to close. Which of the following is true about anti-lock brake system? It is a system in addition to your normal brakes. It activates if your wheels are about to lock up. All vehicles equipped with air brakes that were built since March 1st, 1998 must have ABS. Which of the following is true about off-tracking or cheating? If there is more than one trailer, the rear wheels of the last trailer will off-track the most. Which of the following has a higher chance of rollover? The rear trailer of a triple. Which of the following is true about an anti-lock brake system? It is a service in addition to your normal brakes. It only activates if your wheels are in danger of locking up. You will find it on all tractors built after March 1st, 1998. Which of the following is part of raising the landing gear? Safely secure the crank handle after the landing gear is raised. Raising the landing gear all the way up using the lower gear, range, if available, to start raising the landing gear. Which of the following is emergency airline's purpose? To supply air to relay valves that help the foot brakes operate more quickly. Where is the yellow ABS manufacturing lamp located on a trailer? On the left front or left rear corner. Where is the shutoff valve located? In the rear of a trailer. Which of the following is part of inspecting the fifth wheel? Check for missing or damaged parts. Make sure that there are no cracks in the frame. Make sure that the fifth wheel is in the proper position for coupling. Which of the following is part of the trailer airline system? Service airline, emergency airline, hose couplers. Which of the following helps to prevent a rollover while driving a combination vehicle? Keep the cargo as low as possible and drive slowly around turns. When uncoupling a trailer after shutting off the trailer's air supply and locking the trailer brakes, what should you do? Back up gently to ensure pressure on the fifth wheel's locking jaws. When uncoupling a loaded trailer, the landing gear should be lowered to make firm contact with the ground. Which of the following is not part of the inspection process that the air is following to all trailers? Pressing the pedal several times to lower the air pressure. Which of the following illustrates the crack-to-whip effect? When you make a quick lane change or sudden movement of your steering wheel, the rear trailer tends to swing out. The force of the rear trailer becomes amplified, causing it to roll over. Which of the following is not part of inspecting the coupling? Driving a few feet to test that it is connected correctly. Which of the following is part of testing the trailer's service brakes? Pulling the trailer air supply control to the emergency position. Which of the following is part of stopping a trailer skid? Not using the handbrakes. Release the brakes. Recognizing the skid. Which of the following is not a way to tell if the trailer is equipped with anti-lock braking system? The letters ABS are on the left side of the steering wheel. Which of the following has a higher chance of off-tracks? The most rear trailer. Which of the following is one of the steps to secure the tractor? Applying the parking brakes and putting the transmission in neutral. Which of the following is part of testing the tractor protection valve? Shutting off the engine, pressing the brake pedal several times to release the air, charging the trailer's air brake system first. When you're driving doubles, which shutoff valve must be closed in the last trailer? Back or last trailer. While driving the emergency airline brakes or getting pulled apart, the loss of pressure will cause the Trailer emergency brakes to come on. Which of the following types of accidents cause almost half of all truck drivers' deaths? Rollovers. Which of the following are the other names for the service airline? Control line and signal line. Which of the following vehicles is likely to get stuck at railroad crossing? Car carrier, moving van, low boy. Which of these statements is true? The foot brakes send air to all the brakes on the vehicle, including the trailers. The trailer hand valve should be used only to test the trailer's brakes. Why does an empty combination vehicle take longer to stop than a fully loaded one? There is less traction. Which of the following type of roads have the lowest chance of rollover? Straight stretches of highway. You are coupling a tractor to a semi-trailer. You have connected the air lines before backing under the trailer. What should you do? Supply air to the trailer system and then pull out the air supply knob. Which part of the kingpin should the locking jaws be around? The shank. While uncoupling, what should you do after unlocking the fifth wheel? Pull the tractor forward so that it is partially clear of the trailer. You should use the trailer handbrake to straighten out jackknifing trailers because the brake handle is too hard to reach. The brake on the trailer wheels will not respond to the hand brake. While driving a double trailer, if you need to use emergency braking to avoid crash, you should use control or stabbing braking. You should have landing gears raised to keep it from getting caught on railroad tracks or something along the roadway. All the way up. You are coupling a tractor to a semi-trailer. You have backed up but are not yet under it. Before backing under the semi-trailer, what should you hook up? The emergency and service air lines. While pulling doubles, which trailer is most likely getting turned over when you suddenly turn? The rear trailer is twice as likely to turn over as the tractor. While driving a combination vehicle, if the service line falls apart but the emergency line stays together, what will happen right away? Nothing is likely to happen until you try applying the brakes. Which should you do in order to back into a curved path on the driver's side? Use your mirrors on both sides. Drive slowly while you are backing. First, check your path carefully by getting out and walking around the vehicle. Which makes rollovers more likely? Driving quickly around turns. You are coupling a semi-trailer to your tractor but have nothing yet backed under it. The trailer is at the right height if it will be raised slightly when the tractor is backed under it. You should, when backing a tractor under a trailer, always use the lowest reverse gear. This ends the combination practice test. These are some questions and answers that are found in the CDL handbook, and you can use an app called Test CDL. Some questions can have more than one answer and can be found in CDL handbook. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below.